You are listening to the VCast.
Welcome back to another episode of the VCast. I am Vic Soloinsky, and I'm back by myself. Last episode, I messed it up, and I didn't put one of my guest mics on because he came late. So his mic was shut off the entire. I might still post that episode. I don't know. We'll see. It was a fun episode. But now I'm just me. It's Vic Soloinsky. Vic Soloinsky. All by myself, the president of Ukraine, a comedian. What is up? I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're having a nice end of spring. The spring is winding down. We are rolling right into summer. It's caught up pretty damn quickly. Let me tell you something. Summer is running up on us like it's going to steal money. Summer is running up on us like it's going to steal our cell phone and run into the subway. And you'll never see it again. Man, I can't believe how time is flying, but at the same time, that's just what it does. Time just moves on you. What else is going on? I said what else, like if I told you anything. Oh, my God. Just getting this solo episode. A lot of stuff going on here at the dojo of comedy. We are under attack by the system. It's about as much as I'll get into it. I'm not spilling any details, but the system has come for the dojo. But the dojo is not going quietly into the night. Just a bunch of stuff going on. So you may see some changes. You may hear some rumors, whatever. Just stick around. The dojo's not going anywhere. We'll still be here throwing kicks and hayas all year long, baby. But what else is going on? I spent the entire day in the city yesterday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., 11:30. I had a late spot, 10 p.m. spot at the Grizzly Pear, and I just worked. I forgot about the spot at night because I'm unorganized, and I went into the city for work at I left normal time, 8:30. I got to the city by like 9:30. I did all my stops. And then I was planning, my original plan was just to hit a mic in the city. And then I was like, oh, shit, I got this 10 o'clock spot. Oh, here they come. They're coming for me. And then I was like, damn, no point in me going home. So I just stood in the city. I took a nap. I had Chipotle, took a nap in the parking lot. I did some writing. I did some walking. It was good. It was good. So it was good to be out of the house. I spend a lot of time in the house. If it's up to me, I'd rather just be home. That's my default setting. My default setting is home, doing as little to nothing as possible. That's why television is my enemy, because I'll just sit there watching TV until the paint falls off the walls. I'm just binge watching shows. So I had a good time. I was just tired. It was one of those days where I just went to go home, shower, and go to bed. And that's exactly what I did. Got home, showered, went to bed. And that's it. Woke up and got right back after it today. Right back. Early morning, gym, chores. Had to go food shopping. Had to go do all the stuff that you have to do. I don't even know where I get the energy from. Now I'm here. Now I'm about to do a spot. I came early to record this podcast. About to do a spot with Brandon Trusso here at the dojo. Probably the last show for like a month or so. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna just pass out after this. What else is going on? The world is ending. There's fake. Bro, have you seen the video of the guy with the mask? Wearing the mask on TV. He's like an admiral, and he's blatantly, you can't give me any other excuse other than he was wearing a mask. That guy had the gap. You could see the shadow from the light. You see how there's a light here in front of me? Like if I put my hand in front here, like there's a shadow down here. The guy had it was obvious that the mask was sticking out, and you can see the shadow under the neck. Like you were wearing a mask. And he had no good explanation. They got him on TV again, and they tried asking him, "You got to tell us what, you know." And it wasn't like an ambush or anything. This was on a show that was giving him softball questions, not challenging him on anything, like as usual that you see on TV. And they asked him about it. Now his neck was all tucked in, all nice. And then they asked him about it. He was like, that's just a distraction because it distracts us from the conversation of Iran. That's all I'm here to talk about is Iran. And it's like, dude, you not answering it is he's going to make people go crazy, but at the same time, it's smart because now you can't catch him in a lie. Like now he's not even addressing it. And they don't have to address it because nobody's going to do anything. Constantly. Nobody's doing anything. There's no consequences for anyone in power for lying. They constantly lie. They get caught in lies, and there's no consequences, especially if you're unelected. If you're an unelected bureaucrat or if you're just somebody on TV, like a news pundit or whatever, like they just lie or say or misquote things and create false narratives. And there's just no consequences at all. So don't expect anything from him. They'll just start talking about aliens, and now you're looking at that. Now you're worried about aliens taking your manhood, and you're not worried about anything that has to do with the stuff that you should be mad about, like the economy or things not being affordable. Whatever happened to affordability? Remember that? Now it's a scam. You are being pushed into losing hope. They want you to lose hope, but you shouldn't have any hope in the system anyway. So don't have hope in the system at all. Nobody's coming to save you. There's nobody that you're going to vote for that's going to make things any better. Don't have hope in the system. Have hope. Have hope in yourself. Have hope in your community. Have hope in your friends, your family. More than anything, have hope in God. Have hope in the Lord. Have hope in that. Don't have any hope in any elected official coming to save you. Nobody you vote for is going to make anything any better. They're all bought and paid for. By who? I don't know. Look it up. Look it up yourself. Who is the number one consistent supporter of everybody? There's only one group that's financing everybody. So you do with that what you will. And that has nothing to do with religion either. That just might be a little bit of a coincidence, but it's not religious. It's not. It's government. It's just government. Not, it doesn't matter if it's this government. It doesn't matter if it's a government from another country. All the governments are the same. They're out to do the same thing, and that is centralized control, increase their own power and authority, and keep pushing the limits of what they can do to you and what they can get away with. Everybody steals. Nobody's honest. Maybe that El Salvadorian president, but I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop with that guy. I have no hope in these people. I have no hope in politicians at all. If you really care about change, stay local. Try to affect things in your community. If you really want to do something and not just talk shit on the internet, get involved in your local community. Get involved with your church. Get involved with political action committees that are local, whatever. But do something that's in your immediate vicinity, because those people down in Washington don't care about you. They're not going to help you. There was one last soldier that was actually fighting for freedom, and they got his ass up out of there in Kentucky. All right? He lost the election. That made me almost want to just be like, you know what? Who cares? But again, there's no hope for you in Washington. There's no hope for you in other people. Just have faith in God. That's all you could do. Really all you can do. Control your immediate world, because if you start focusing on all that other stuff, you're going to become hopeless. You're going to be negative. You're going to be yelling at people. You're going to be constantly angry. Your family's going to suffer. You're going to suffer. Like, just leave it all alone. Stick to what you can control. All right? Say the serenity prayer. You ever hear the serenity prayer? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the power or the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay? The power, not the power, the courage. Grant me the courage to change the things that I can. What can you change? You could change yourself. You get your health in order. All right? You worry so much about health care. Get your health in order. I don't understand people that don't do anything for their health complaining about health care. You're the problem. You are the one that's contributing to the rising healthcare costs by constantly being sick. Stop it. Take care of yourself. Go for walks. Stop eating everything in sight. You literally don't even have to change the stuff you eat. Just change the portions of what you eat. Stop drinking sugary drinks. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many little things you can control to make your life better. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. You don't need the new iPhone. You don't need the new iPhone. You don't need every single thing that comes out. Get your finances in order. Stop living above your means, even though nobody makes enough money for anything. So, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? You can only control what you can control. And if you are making positive changes in your immediate life, you're going to be better off. The people around you are going to be better off. And that somehow has a way to spread, like a wave, the butterfly effect. All right, your little wings flapping over here. It might not seem like you're doing much, but you're creating winds and breezes that might become a hurricane. Do something with yourself. That's all we can do. You really can't complain if you're not taking action in your own life. What are you complaining about? What do you think someone else is going to do for you? Nothing. There's nothing nobody can do for you. Truly. That's my pep talk for you. All right? You have to do something with your own life. I'm trying to take action. Hey, on a positive note, I'm down 25 pounds. That's amazing. I never thought I was going to lose this weight again. I've done it 17 times because of my diet and my weight go up and down like a yo-yo. But I'm down 25 pounds. I'm not doing any drastic diets. I'm not sticking myself with needles. Nothing. I'm controlling my calories. I'm walking. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. That's it. Very basic, very easy to manage. I'm going for lots and lots of walks. I'm parking my car farther than not trying to get the closest spot at ShopRite. I'm intentionally parking on the other side of the lot because I need the steps. All right. I'm going for walks in the park. That makes me feel better. I get to clear my mind. I get to think about things. My heart gets some exercise. My blood is flowing. I'm not sitting down all day long. I'm seeing people. I'm saying hi. I'm nodding. I'm watching things that are happening in the neighborhood. I saw a tree get cut down the other day. A big, massive tree. These had like 4 Mexicans on that thing. They were just crawling up and just chopping it. With their hands. They didn't even have any tools. They just cut the whole tree down with their hands. But you see things, you do things. Your mind gets taken off of all the stuff that this has inside of it. This thing only has trouble for you. I got 2 of them because I like double trouble. You have to do things that occupy your mind. That's not just scrolling about death and destruction and despair. That's all they want you to focus on. When I say they, I mean the enemy. There's enemies out there. They're coming to get you. Stay away from them. Train to defeat the enemy. That's what you should be doing. Training your body and your mind and your soul to defeat the enemy. Because they're coming for you. They're going to get your body, they're going to get your soul, and they're going to get your mind. Your mind, body, soul. They're going to come after everything. They want you in despair. They want you confused. They want you scared. They want you angry. and everybody else except them. They want you weak. They want you sick. They want your soul to be in jeopardy. They want you to be defeated. So don't let them. Take all that energy you have in hating Trump and put it into loving yourself. How about that? Take all of the energy you have in hating Trump and put it into loving yourself. Because he doesn't care. He does not care. The guy doesn't give a shit about the people that love him. You think he cares any more about the people that hate him? Absolutely not. He doesn't care about your stupid jokes. He doesn't care about your opinions of him. He doesn't care. You call him orange. You call him Cheeto Man. You put a little Trump in. You put the F in his name. People online, you lowercase his last name. Nobody. He does not care. That guy lives in his own delusional world. He thinks he's winning a war against Iran, and he's got delusional people with him on that. Go ahead. You think you won. You're making a deal that's worse than the deal that Obama signed. What did you win? You did nothing. Okay? You blockaded the blockade. What does that make sense? None. So, but people will just continue. It's because they're hopeful. They want to put hope in somebody else. Stop it. Nobody else is going to help you. Help yourself. Help yourself. Because nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help you. You're sitting there, you're watching TV, and you're just getting brainwashed. They're just brainwashing your head. Like rinsing. You know how they used to do laundry back in the day? There was that board with all the little ridges on it. That's what TV is. And your brain is the cloth. And they soak it up nice and wet with bullshit. And then they just wring it like this for hours on a 24-hour news schedule. They just go like this and like this with your brain. And they take it out. They smack it against the table a few times. Then they wring it like this again. Soak it all up. And just... Bring, bring, bring. That's your brain. Your brain is just getting scraped on a metal board consistently. And then what do you have when you come out? You're brainwashed. That's what you have when you come out. You're brainwashed. You believe things that you see with your own eyes to not be true, but you'll believe the opposite. The news will have you thinking that the sky is freaking falling on you when you can go outside and look and see that it's not. Take care of yourselves, people. Take care of yourself. That's all you can do. Don't fuss. Don't be a fussy. Let me get my jug of water. This is part of my routine too. On top of on top of controlling my calories, on top of going for walks and 3 times a day, I'm also, who's this calling? Miami, Florida. Thanks. It's some Indian guy named Brad telling me that I got a loan that I didn't apply for. Drink water. Drink lots of water before there's no water left for you to drink. Before the data centers drink it all up, drink water. Okay? They're pumping all of the money and resources that we have into creating computer factories, processing factories, large data centers that will just drain up all of the resources in the area and leave you with your faucet empty. You're just going to turn your faucet on and dust is going to come out. A couple moths and some dust. So get with it. Find a hobby now. Find something. You learn how to hunt small animals. You better learn how to kill squirrels because that's what you're going to be eating soon. Either that or they're going to put you on the maggots. You're going to be eating maggot protein. It's coming. You people are delusional if you think that everything in our entire lives is not up for grabs. Our entire way of living can change like that. 2 weeks without power. Bam. It's The Walking Dead. You think that can't happen? You just don't know how fragile this entire civilization that we live in is. Super fragile. So better get to walking, because that's how we're all going to be getting around. We're all just going to be walking around looking for half empty bottles of water, half full bottles of water, because I try to be positive. This isn't doom and gloom either. This is a call to arms. Get your shit together. That's a positive thing. Because there's hope. There's hope in yourself. You can turn your life around. Nobody else can. If you're listening to this, you're probably not in Gaza, right? You're probably not living in Jordan. Is Jordan where, right? No, Lebanon? Lebanon is where Israel's just dropping bombs. Things could be a lot worse for you, pal. I don't know if you know this. Things could be just a lot worse. So feel better about things, okay? The Knicks might win the championship before the world ends. How about that? Okay? Something to look forward to. It's pretty exciting. I love that this time of year when a local sports team is just about to win the championship. Like, just the freaking atmosphere is different, especially if it's like the Knicks or the Yankees. Not so much the Mets. Nobody really cares. But I think even the Mets, if the Mets were closing in, like if they were just rock solid, I think the city would be behind them. I think people would get fired up about it. Where people are high-fiving. You see somebody wearing like the jersey or something. It's like, yeah, Or somebody that wasn't a fan before, all of a sudden they got a Knicks hat on, and you're like, hey, dickhead, what are you doing with that hat on? You don't even like the Knicks. You don't even like basketball. You don't even know what a 24-second shot clock is. Get that off your head. It's exciting. The city's invigorating. The city is invigorated. The people have energy. They're out there. It brings people together. Gets people going. We're going to skate to one song and one song only. It's exciting. I haven't seen the Knicks do this good since the Patrick Ewing days. I mean, we had a couple runs to the Eastern Conference Finals, but you didn't really have hope. You knew they were kind of like stumbling on their way in. That they didn't, now it's like, oh, these guys could win it all. And man, when I was a kid and just watching those Knicks teams, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, my brother's a big Knicks fan, so that was like a big deal. That was a big deal in our house because he made us all watch the games. We only had one TV, or no, we had two TVs. I had a TV in my room. I was forced to watch those games. And it was fun. It was really exciting. That like playoff basketball, game seven in any sport, it is just electric. If you're not into sports, get with the program, because sports are fun. Now you have to gamble on sports for it to be fun. They added an extra layer of addiction. It's some more dopamine for you. Like just the game itself isn't exciting enough, and that's how they pitch it. Like, you want to be excited about the game? Stick some of this in there. Get some of that. Wild times we live in, peoples. But there is hope. There is hope for you yet. I hope you're doing well. Truly, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not too depressed about life. If you are, make some changes. You have the power to. You have the power to make changes in your life to make things better. Do it. Take action. Don't just sit there defeated. Rise up! Rise! Yep, that's it. That's all I got for you this week. Just some words. Just a few words for you. Going to Austin soon, in a couple of weeks. Down there, do some shows while I'm down there. Then I have Puerto Rico right after that. So I'll be gone last week of June, first week of July. July residency for Joey at the Brooklyn Improv. So I'll be doing some shows down there. And that's it. We'll see what the summer holds for us. Definitely going to do some things. Going to keep losing weight. Going to keep getting in shape. Feeling great. feeling great. If you're a longtime listener of the pod, you know how much better I do when I'm dropping weight, how much better I feel. So positives all around. That's it. Check out the website, vicisfunny.com. Follow me on Instagram, Vic is funny with a Z. The VCast podcast. You could check out the Instagram, follow it, support the page. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Okay. Stay blessed. Stay black. Peace out.
You're listening to my dad of the VCast.